We've heard from a lot of opponents of certain books on shelves in school libraries, but we've never heard from an author of one of those books that's banned until now.
Our education unit and Chris Jones secured this exclusive interview with Hope Perez, author of Out of Darkness, which was just removed from the shelves in Washington County schools. Here's Chris with tonight's Crisis in the Classroom report.
This is working session of the board on
December 14th in a Washington County School Board work session.
The other one was Out of the Darkness.
Members voted to remove 2 books from school libraries, including Out of Darkness.
It affected me big time.
And unfortunately, marginalized communities have suffered in terrible ways.
Hope Perez is the author of Out of Darkness, a coming-of-age love affair between a black teen and a Mexican-American girl. It addresses racism, sexism, sexual assault, and includes mature themes.
So this is actually a new issue for me.
Published 6 years ago and the winner of multiple awards, it lived quietly on school library shelves without controversy. Then, as part of a viral post by conservative parents, excerpts were spread across the nation.
But it began in Central Texas.
A reading controversy brewing in Leander's school district tonight. The
Leander Independent School District removed the book from school libraries. And since then, Out of Darkness has been challenged or banned in school districts in Texas, Missouri, Ohio, Kansas, Virginia, and now Utah.
The viral nature of these posts and videos really creates a lot of kind of copycat challenges.
Including this challenge in Washington County by a woman who cited sexual content, saying, quote, "The sexualization is not romantic, but rather nasty." Crisis in the Classroom has looked at all the books removed from school libraries. Many include mature depictions of sex. However, they are predominantly about or by people of color or those in the LGBTQ community.
It's sending a signal to those students. And I think in this moment when marginalized teenagers are already struggling, it's imperative that we think about sending a message of acceptance and inclusion, not a message of exclusion. And when you say this book doesn't belong in our libraries, you're one step away from saying kids with identities like these don't belong in our schools. And that's a dangerous message.
So clearly he knows that what is in these books is very, very harmful to minors.
Now, as the push by parents to remove books to which they object continues, Perez, now a professor at The Ohio State University, is quick to point out that the real concern may not be on library school shelves.
What is in your teenager's pocket? That smartphone in your teenager's pocket is a portal to much more concerning content than anything they're going to find in their school libraries.
Chris Jones for KUTV 2 News.
All right, thanks, Chris. And a reminder, if you have a tip to share with our education team, you can call us at 801-839-1199. You can also email us at education@KUTV.com.
The researcher from South Africa may have pinpointed what causes some people to have COVID-19 symptoms for months, even years after getting sick.
Jim Spiewak looked through the research. He joins us live in Salt Lake. And Jim, the main author, calls the slow response to diagnose and treat long-term COVID one of the pandemic's biggest failures.
Yeah, Mark, that despite the fact that there are several programs looking into this issue and have for quite some time. In fact, there's a program up here at the U that has been looking into this. But this new study does give these COVID long haulers some hope.
The other day, I woke up and felt like the vibration feeling in my chest that I feel sometimes.
It's been almost 2 years of experiencing COVID symptoms.
I still have days where I have to hang out in bed a bunch and rest.
Lisa O'Brien is the head of a Utah COVID long haulers Facebook group, and she says 5 to 10 new concerned people join the group every single day.
And they're having, shortness of breath and the racing heart and chest pain.
But new research out of South Africa could provide a window never before seen into what causes lingering COVID symptoms.
I think just even the fact that there is so much more attention on it now gives me hope.
According to the research, microclotting in the blood of long haulers can prevent oxygen from circulating throughout the body, which impairs body function and can cause symptoms consistent with what long haulers experience. The research says traditional lab tests miss the molecules that would be red flags because they're essentially hidden in the microclots, and there's no general pathology tests readily available to diagnose these patients. The lead author says that we urgently need to invest more time, money, and resources into this whole issue to try to continue to confirm the link that she found. If you'd like to see her research, we've posted it on this story over on our website, KUTV.com.
All right, Sterling, thanks. New at 10, a warning about a new scam that uses the COVID-19 pandemic and vaccines to get your personal information.
Daniel Woodruff is live in Salt Lake Valley tonight. So how does this scam work?
Well, it's a text message to your cell phone asking about your vaccination status, but it's not real. And there are some things you should watch out for if you get that message to keep yourself safe.
The message blares loudly: Utah COVID-19 vaccine status validation. Then this: you are required to validate your status. Follow the link below to validate. Once you click, it asks for a lot of personal information like name, date of birth, and social security number.
There's a lot of red flags about this.
The Weber Morgan Health Department got wind of this scam today.
It's just kind of hitting on all the wrong notes for a legitimate email.
Especially, Lori Butters says the URL, magnetic mosquito net, not legitimate. It also claims the Utah DMV wants this information, which it doesn't. No state government entity does.
Very unfortunate that people take advantage of an emergency or a bad situation to try to get people to let down their guard.
Jason Gardner with the Utah State Tax Commission says the scam has targeted people in Weber and Morgan counties so far.
We don't know how many people may or may not have been impacted.
That's why they rushed to get this information out.
So hopefully we can, hold off as much damage as possible.
But if you did click on that link and made a mistake and it went ahead and input your personal information, experts advise that you watch your credit closely over the next few weeks and months. You can also contact the Utah State Tax Commission. They can put an alert on your account to see if anything untoward happens over the next little while. Reporting live, Daniel Woodruff, KUTV 2 News.
So many scammers these days. Daniel, thank you.